Look at you, huh? Look at you. Wow, what a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Getting a lot of seaweed down by the water right now, but other than that, the beach has been pretty clean. Not a lot of garbage or anything. Can't complain, although we do get it cleaned pretty often. But the neighbors, not much. Laura's just going crazy and running around. Roll up your pants. So yeah, we got a lot of the seaweed right now. See, it's been washing up, but that's not terrible. Natural, it's all right. You dry it out and eat it. There you go. I'm kidding. I'm not going to eat that stuff. Oh, there's a puffer fish there. Look at that guy. Wow. Oh, he might be still alive, actually. I think that puffer fish is still alive. Huh. I'm not going to touch it. It's a natural order of things. Look at you. Look at you. So yes, it's a beautiful day here on the beach. Hello guys that have joined so far. And if you don't know, this is Roxas City Capiz. And I've got crazy good Wi-Fi, so it should be fine. I have a big outdoor 1 gigabit router hooked up on there. I still have all my sandbags because we can still get some high tides in early December. And I'm still waiting for the landlord to build that retaining wall, and there'll be a boat ramp on this side with a gate that'll go up in there. But yeah, right now we're just leaving everything batted down so that if in the event of a storm, we're not going to have any issues. But I love sitting out there. I'm out there every day now. Every day, every night. I do my editing up there now. I hang out there. I have a Keurig coffee maker sort of thing, a capsule coffee maker. So I can make coffee and just sit out, listen to this, especially when the water comes all the way up here. It's absolutely beautiful. Not bad for $360 a month plus the money I invested in it. Still paying about $500 a month, I guess, if you include all the cost of renovations I did in my long-term rental here. Laura loves the water. Usually we're at the Beaver, the Canadian Beaver, my bar down there, and Laura is out in the water having a blast and getting her clothes soaking wet. We bring bathing suits sometimes, and she doesn't want to swim. When we don't, she wants to swim. Go figure. What did you write? Does that say do? Or is it uh-oh? Uh-oh or do? Anyway, things are going good here. We're going on a big trip, like 9 days. We're flying to Manila because the only place you can fly out of Roxas City is to Manila 5 times a day. But they have no other destinations because our actual final destination is up in Angeles City. We're staying at friends, used to be subscribers, still subscribers, but now friends. He has a house there in Angeles City, and he's in the US right now, but his wife is still here. And so we're going to hang out with her for a bit. We're going to stay at their house. We're going to use his car, and we're going to go off and do a lot of things in Pampanga, San Fernando, all the different areas. There's a lot of things to do at Christmas when you go out in that area, family-friendly stuff. And then we're going to spend the last couple of days at Makati, and another subscribers we have not yet met. We're going to stay at their Airbnb condo that they don't have anybody booked for, I think he said a month, because he had a long-term rental and then a long-term rental starting in January. And so it's sitting empty for like a month. And he's like, just come use it. It's sitting empty. So that was really nice of him. And it'll help because we're very close to the airport from there. So our last 23rd and the 24th nights will stay there. We're going to do something with them because they also live there. And we'll, I don't know, we'll just have fun. There's a lot of cool stuff, especially with a family, you know, young girl like this. Triangle Park in Ayala is really beautiful. You can go there at Christmas and everything's lit up and it's like a big Disney show sort of thing. So she'll love it, you know. Another place in Pampanga is like a big Christmas castle with actors that play different parts. Santa's there and everything. So that we're going to go do that. The largest water park in the Philippines is up at Clark. probably go do that kind of thing. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff we're going to probably do. Is there a way to make the chat bigger? I wonder. Let's see. Yeah, nice breezy day. I'm wearing a thing, so I'm hoping you guys aren't hearing all this breeze. But yeah. Yeah, you can swim in here. It's like a bathing, it's like going in a bathtub though. It's not refreshing, but so easy to get in and you don't feel anything, right? So yeah, it's pretty good. 10:56 a.m. Yes, ilo. Oh, hello. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of morning. Not really, but we've already had like we hire cleaners to come in and they do our laundry and they do cleaning. So they were there 7:30 in the morning something. We went to bed at like 3 a.m. but we were up by 7:30. It's just 4 to 5 hours, 6 hours sleep is pretty much standard nowadays. That's the problem having a bar and then living by the ocean here. You wake up and you just want to get up and get out. Your body adapts. Anyway, so but yeah, it's been decent. The last couple of days have been kind of slow at the Beaver because we keep getting rain right at peak time, like 6, 7, 8 o'clock sort of thing. We kind of need the rain to just come in the morning or something, or come really late, like 2 in the morning. But unfortunately, we haven't been so lucky. But we did have a record sales day at the bar. So I'm very happy. Last Saturday, where our grand opening, we can't match that, okay? It was so packed. We had, outside on the beach. We had to borrow tables and chairs from a couple different companies. Like, we had so many people. So we never expect to reach that number ever again. But last Saturday, we came very close to that number. I was shocked. Maybe like 8,000 pesos, 16% lower than what we did on the grand opening. But regardless, we've never seen that kind of number since. And it was, even at midnight, we didn't have a single chair, table available in the whole place, except for a couple bar stools at the bar, because it was groups, so they didn't want to sit at the bar, they wanted to sit at big tables. And holy smokes, we had a fantastic sales day. But of course, it was followed by a couple slow days, which was so sad. I was like, oh, is this the new norm? No, just a lucky day. Plus, we had Cinedia going on, massive festival, free concerts and everything. So if anybody was not wanting to go downtown to be with another 150,000 people, I think they went to the beach to avoid all the traffic jams and the road closures and everything, and we got all the business. So that's probably what happened. Love the name, thank you very much. Yeah, that Philippines life. 30 more days, no more snow. Yeah, get the heck out of there. Grumpy Bear Huskies. Good morning from Leyte. Nimbia in Africa. Wow, hello Roger. Miss being there, hopefully going back soon. Hello Michael, check the logic. Malcolm, New Zealand, hello, and Calgary, Joseph, hello. We actually had quite a few Canadians. So last night, well, it was actually the day before they came, and they brought me cheese curds. So I have like a Canadian type menu, but we can't buy cheese curds in this country. So if you're Canadian, you'll know what I mean. We make these French fries with the gravy and cheese curds and put bacon bits and other things on it, and we call it poutine in Canada. Well, in the Philippines, at the bar, we just call it loaded fries because we can't get cheese curds here in this country, and there's no dairy industry in this country, to be honest. Everything's imported, and so yeah, we couldn't get them, so we couldn't do that actual poutine. Well, he flew in from Toronto and brought us 3 handful-sized bags of poutine with him, and so we were able to make poutine yesterday for the very first time. And when they came at dinner last night, they ordered 3 fries, and I had to make them into poutine with their cheese. And I think they liked it very much, actually. So, yeah, that was great. It was great. It's like feeling a little bit of Canada back home again. I did like that. But, yeah, things are going good here, but we're going to be gone this Sunday? No, Monday. Monday we head to Manila. We're going to be gone until Christmas Day. We arrive back at the house. We do have our guard from the bar. He's going to come to our house. He's going to stay at our house. This way, our house is not staying unoccupied. And so we're going to have him set up the Christmas tree, put all the presents underneath, so when she comes home, Santa visited. Perfect. We are going to bring the stockings. It's a thing in the Philippines, but it's a thing for me. And so I'm going to have the stockings, so when they wake up on Christmas morning, the stockings will be there. The little things, you know, they can still put in your suitcase. And but then, yeah, we get back home like at noon or 1 o'clock on Christmas Day. Arrive at Santa camp. Santa in the Philippines. Yeah. And if you haven't seen today's video, we have Jerry, and he was for like 8 years at the SM Mall. They actually pay pretty well. I was shocked when he said they paid him 50,000 pesos per year, and it was like, I think he had to do 10 days, something like that, every year, and he had to be Santa in the mall. But he doesn't want to do it anymore, and he even shaved, now he has handlebars. Big beard. And he was a perfect Santa. For the longest time he had the big beard and coming to our bar. But yeah, so I was shocked. But they don't have Santa. You go to the mall, they have like a little setup, you know, but they don't put out a Santa or anything like that. They just put like some decorations. It's not as fancy as I imagined, because you know in the Philippines they absolutely love having Christmas, right? It's a big deal. But this year I didn't feel it as much. Maybe it's because Roxas City is a smaller city. It's only 180,000 people. And, you know, we had 500,000 in Iloilo. And every time I go to Manila, well, that's just next level, right? You got 30 some odd million people. So it makes sense that they're going to have bigger budgets and bigger displays and stuff like that. And more and more malls competing for the same business. Yeah, so she's loving the water right now, going crazy. Her mom's in there doing end of the year books for accounting stuff that we've been trying to deal with because you know, we have shareholders and stuff like that. And I've talked about this before. Here in the Philippines, you have everything has to have an original receipt. And so even though it looks like a receipt, often you're getting things that are not receipts, even in regular big department stores. And so when you're running a business and you're trying to submit your expenses, the accountant's ejecting so many of our receipts. And so it's a pain in the butt. You know, even if you're losing money, you have to show that you're making money because you can't show any of the expenses half the time. People in the market don't have any receipts. A lot of them, not all, some, most. The fish person you buy the fish from, or the chicken, whatever. There's several different people that just don't give you any receipts. And so it's like you have to take that out of your own pocket sort of thing. And so, yeah, I can't use those receipts with the BIR for our taxes. But when it comes to my shareholders, because I did bring in 3 Filipino investors into the restaurant bar at the beginning, I have to show them all the numbers. And I'm certainly not going to come out of pocket totally. We're all in this together. And so we have to provide them all that. Well, the accountant put them all in a big envelopes and just put can't use or rejected or whatever you want to call it. And so we still have to total all those up, put them in spreadsheets and everything. And the problem is a lot of those receipts, they use that heat printing system. And when they print them, if you wait too long, that it fades, or if it gets too hot, which is the Philippines, the whole thing goes white. And then you got to take a camera. Most of the time, if I can salvage it, you take a camera and you put it in like HDR mode, and you take a picture and then put it into an app and make it even more HDR. You can actually read it. Because this isn't for BIR. This is just to show my shareholders, hey, like this is the amount of money we actually spent, and this is our, you know, P&L, our profit and loss. So anyway, that's what she's been for a week. It's been a real pain in the butt, and also chasing people for receipts where they gave us like an invoice or something, but then we paid it, but they didn't get anything. It's a real pain. Like even if you want to pay your utilities at the bar, and that's expensive, like 10,000 pesos for electricity, another 5,000 for water. If you want to pay it online, you can, but you'll never see an OR. You'll never get an original receipt, and there is no way to get it. You have to actually go in person, line up, which could take 2.5 hours, so there's like 100 people waiting, and then go in and pay it, and then request an OR at that time. And they only take cash. Only take cash, which is crazy. A lot of places don't even let you pay online, let's be honest. I mean, your bank, you go onto your bank, you try to pay your utility bills, they're not even in there. There's no utilities or anything like that. There's not very much you can actually pay. So many things I'm getting used to around here. and figuring out what's the best way to do things. Anyway, getting talking forever on the business side of things. All right, let's see. What do you got here? I'll go back up where I was. Poutine. Hello, New Zealand. There we go. Hello, Bob Barbecue or BQ. Hello, Mike. Smurf Cresser. Hey, brother. Start a Taco Hell and Iloil and retire early. Yeah, well, Taco Bell, you can pretty much put any other place. Davao. You have better Cebu. I don't think there's one in Cebu. I think they're only in Manila. Hello, it's cold here in Niagara Falls, Canada. Wow, you're in there from... Yeah, you can... Oh, you're from Bicol. Yeah, you can get in here in a bikini right now. Like, it's so beautiful. This is the best time of year. It's not too hot, not too cold. Well, it doesn't get cold. It's the perfect temperature, like 28 degrees Celsius, maybe to 30, something like that. And the crazy part is, I never realized this, and people say, oh, you adapt, but you really do adapt. And it didn't happen in the first year. I used to sweat profusely, like my first videos on my other channel. Wow, did I have so much sweat. I just look gross all the time. And now I've been here almost 3 years, and I barely ever sweat. I get a little bit here or if I'm doing something very, thinking a lot. I can't remember what I call that, but hydrosis or something. So yeah, if I put a lot of effort into something mind-wise, I will sweat a lot. But I can have that in -20 weather. It's just the way I am. But now I get in there, and we have our air conditioning set at 28, 29, and we're like, oh, we need a blanket. Like, it feels cold. And I would never have thought of that. I would have been 28, 29. You got the heater on? But it's really true. You get used to it. Hello from Illinois. Hello, Mark. Almeida, Poutine, yeah. Windy. Is this not helping with the wind? I'm hoping. That's waves, by the way, you might be hearing. Because the waves are crashing nonstop, so it sounds like wind, maybe. Hope one day we'll meet each other. Hello, Juliet. Yeah, hopefully. Come on down. Hello, take care. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you very much. Hi, Mike from Mississauga again. Loved your last few videos. Keep them coming. Yeah, I have a cool one that I'm going to do tomorrow. Right by the beach, right at the People's Park. Big area that we have downtown. Everybody wants to be there. Everyone, like all the restaurants, people want to live, because it's where the action is happening. Beautiful beach, crashing waves, want food, everything's going to be there for you, right? And that whole area over there is so high demand. Well, this woman I met, she was an anesthesiologist, Filipina, here in the Philippines for her whole life. And she had a big family, and she had this gorgeous house. It's not even that old, maybe, I think they said 13 years. It'll be in the video. But it is 4-story, just beach, like on the other side of the road, but that's it, right? And you just see everything. And they've so many terraces and gardens and like koi fish pond with a thing. And the house is enormous. Oh, I can't believe it, how big it is. It is so beautiful. And like 2 seconds from the beach, just across the road. And she's looking to sell it because stairs are her problem. It's 4 stories. And so now she has a bungalow, and she's trying to get rid of this. So the house is empty now, and she's trying to sell it. And she recently dropped the price by like 5 million pesos. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a mansion, okay? It's an absolutely gorgeous mansion. And it wasn't even me, it was another vlogger, Neon House. More of a videographer. He does a lot of like gets models and then does videography of, I don't know, anyway, very artistic. And anyway, he met one of these guys, and he's like, hey, I have a friend, she's trying to sell her house, but getting exposure is hard in the Philippines. There's no MLS, there's no listing service or anything. So yeah, we can talk about that in a minute. But they anyway, so I went and toured it or whatever because he asked me, and I was like, of course. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you must get paid. I'm not going to get paid, guys. I show these places, and because I get a lot of people that write me saying, hey, do you know where I can get this or that, or where are good places for it? Seashell, thank you. That kind of thing. So it's just, and I'm interested. I love seeing this kind of stuff, and that's the only reason I'll film anything, if I actually enjoy it. But anyway, so let me explain the MLS thing. Like, if somebody, nowadays you basically don't even need to know how to code. You could just be an AI get with AI and make it happen. But there is a major demand here. So if you come here looking for an apartment, you want to look for land, you want for a house, whatever, you want to rent a house, whatever it is, there is no listing service, right? So there, you go to the real estate agent, he knows about 3 or 4 that's on, he's getting commission on or whatever, he's been signed up to sell. And then you go to another agent, he has 4 more. Maybe he has 1 the same and 3 different ones. And another agent, and another agent, another agent. Because they have nowhere to look up for what you're looking for. They're not going to be able to go into their system and say, okay, your budget's this, that, this, and located in that area. Boom, there you go. Let me show you these houses, book the appointments, that kind of thing. None of that exists here. MLS tried in 2013. And the reason I know that is it says copyright 2013. There is MLS.com.ph or whatever. And it looks pretty official, but it hasn't been touched since 2013. There's, I think, still 6 listings on there that are extremely old photos. And yeah, there's nothing. So they gave up here, I guess, because you really have to get your word out, even if you start a site. It's not enough to start a site. You actually have to get people to use it, and that's going to be difficult. Yeah, he's not here right now. Here, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Anyway, so there's a big demand, though, for that, because you have no idea what things are selling for in that neighborhood. You don't have any idea what the rents are in that neighborhood. You really don't know. And it's a plus for some people who are wanting to rent, but then it's a negative also. Nobody can find you. But basically, you can just make up your own numbers and whatever people agree to, and the next guy could be paying half as much as you and be next door to you. You wouldn't have a clue. You really wouldn't. So yeah, it's a really difficult thing here when people are looking for apartments. They're like, hey, Michael, who should I go to? Give me a good agent. I'm looking for something. There is no real answer. I have a guy here, and he will go and he'll get on his bike. He's just a Filipino local that lives blocks from me. And he has been fantastic for everything. If I need a worker, I need something or whatever, he just sends them over. Very well priced. Everything's great. Anyway, he's helped about a dozen foreigners find places here in Roxas City, and you just pay him a tip. He has nothing to do with the real estate transaction, nothing. There's still maybe agents and whatever, but all he is he'll go on his motorbike and go searching for you. And that's what you kind of have to do, look for all the for rent signs. And then as a Filipino, he goes and asks how much the rent is. So that way, you as a foreigner don't show up and ask how much the rent is and find out the rent goes way, way up or something. And then he'll go with you and say, okay, we're going to take it. And then the guy can't change the price because he's there with you. And then you just give him a tip for, the amount of time he worked. It might cost you 5,000 pesos. He had to run around for a couple of days, use gas and everything else. So you gave him $100 to set you up, and you got the apartment you're looking for, that kind of thing. That's kind of like what I suggest everybody do in every neighborhood. It doesn't matter where you go. No offense to the real estate agents. It's just you don't have the access to everything available in your market. It's just not possible. Now, you might find a super, super driven agent that will go and do something like that, but I haven't found that to be the case. I have found more of a case that they won't even return your calls, and let's say they'll return your call and get your information, and then weeks go by and you don't hear from them. They're just kind of looking for that sure thing, especially with rentals. With rentals, they only make one of the month's rent on the transaction, and they don't want to show 10 places and then maybe make 10,000 pesos, 15,000 pesos, something like that, when they can do a real estate transaction and make $1 million pesos out of it. I guess it wouldn't be $1 million, but it would be a huge number because they're going to maybe make 3, 4, 5%, depending if they're getting paid on both sides of a multi-million-dollar peso transaction. So anyway, there you go, just ranting a bit. Lara's just talking away. What? You want to go inside? Sorry, what? You want to go see Mommy? So our gate is still broken if you just joined or joined after I talked about it from the typhoon. That's why I got all the sandbags still. And the landlord has gotten prices, as far as I know, to build a new retaining wall, boat ramp, all that good stuff. But we haven't heard or anything about him coming back, so I'll tie this up later. But we literally have to do this to keep the dogs out. Had more mesh put in and stuff yesterday, just to make sure. But yes, eventually The boat ramp will be all the way down this side instead of the middle, and that'll be the gate. And this will be cement going in. The retaining wall will start right up here, just like that guy basically, and then retaining wall all the way across. And so yeah, the water will be able to come up, but it'll have to go up the slope, which will be equal to trying to hit that wall. And we should still be okay. But we don't plan to be here if we get an actual typhoon. These are just effects of typhoons hitting Luzon. If we get a typhoon, everything's going upstairs, we're locking the place down, and we're taking off to a hotel. We're not crazy. Wait 3 days, come back. Whatever's left is left. It's in my lease too that if it's not, if it's ever rendered by a storm for more than 15 days uninhabitable, then I'm out of my lease. So I have the ability to walk if I want. What are you doing? What's uh-oh, huh? Now, I have that leaning there just because we had a lot of wind yesterday with rain, and I keep putting it back there. Usually like, we just set that there and keep all the windows and doors open, and that's usually rolled up. But yesterday we had a lot of rain. What is that? Okay, well, don't put that around your neck or something and have yourself choking. Just be careful, okay? Doesn't that freak you out a little bit? What we do in the Philippines is so much different. We don't bubble wrap the kids here as much, I guess. Anyway, this is where I spend my mornings, drinking my coffee. I've got my my HI brew, whatever, capsule coffee maker there. My water down there. I got milk I bring out in the morning. And my sugar. I can make any kind of coffee I want. And just sit here and watch all of the waves and the people that walk by. Not very often because the main part of the beach is 400 meters that way. But it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, little girl. Hi. You got a lot of sand on your feet? Yeah? But you were in the water, though. You excited for Christmas? Yeah? Yeah, it's beautiful here. Alright, I can read more comments now that I'm up here. I think I still have a little coffee left, too. What? What? Oh, your mother's inside if you want to eat. I'm not the one you ask. Okay, go wash your hands. Sounds good. Alright, let's see. Got a lot more comments in here. There we go. Hi all, George. Hello, George. Thank you for being a member, George. It's pretty awesome of you. Almeida, Poutine, yeah. Mark, hello from Illinois. Loaded prize, windy. Sorry, we talked about that, yeah. Vancouver area here. So what is your favorite barrio? You like barangay? Is that what you mean? No. I think they used to call them barrios, right? Because they're Barrio Barretta. But maybe that was the Americans that called it that. But obviously, I'm living in my favorite place, I'm going to be honest. Right at the beach, 2 kilometers, well, 2.5 kilometers or whatever from the house, to the airport, another 2.8 from here to the SM Mall. I have everything I need in such a short area that I can't complain. Like, I wanted the beach life. It's just so beautiful. And having the bar just down there makes life pretty easy. Let's see. Chinchi? I think so. Hello, take care, enjoy your vacation. Thank you very much. Julia, oh yeah, we did answer that one. John, hey John. Hi Mike from Mississauga again. Loved your last few videos. Oh yeah, I did read this, sorry. Enjoy your travel videos from Illinois. Thank you. I'll be traveling again on Monday for 10 days. I usually go in Tarlac, but may try your place for a change. Come and try a new place. Why not? That'd be great. Thank you. Not much wind sound. Okay, good. Siargao province. Shout out Manny Pacquiao. Hello, host and everyone. I'm new here. Hey. Hello, Chi from Chi the Philippines. Or Shay. I don't know if you pronounce it Shay or Chi. I caught you live. Yes, you did, Kyle. Thank you very much. I know I'm behind on this. Hello, Chi. Welcome in Chi. One the Filipina. Hi there. Hello there. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. see what else. You can't see Mommy? You can't see nothing to eat? Well, your mother's right there. See, her mother says no a lot. And so what she'll do is she'll ask me, no matter, her mother's literally over there where the food is. She'll come and ask me. Because she doesn't want to ask her mother, because God forbid she might get a no. I spoil her. And then even if I say, well, go ask your mother, she will rather go without than ask her mother. She's terrified that her mother will say no. And then it's over. Once her mother says no, can't ask me anymore. Those waves are looking wild. Yeah, actually, we don't normally have waves like this, right? This is just the time of year. And yeah, I totally keep an eye on her. But it's only a foot deep. And the waves are only going this way. No real undertow. But, because the tide's coming in. But, yeah, definitely. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Keep an eye on it. Land of Lincoln. Hello, Mark. Jay Sully. It's like low tide. Yeah, but it is coming up. It is coming up. They usually go way out there. Well, this morning it was way out there. It's coming this way now. Hey, super chat. Paul. Hey, Paul. Santa Paul is here. She doesn't know that yet, but she will. She's going to. You know how hard it was, Paul? So Paul here, Santa Paul, he sent an email with Western Union saying, go pick it up. Just go buy Lara presents, and they have to be small presents. And oh my gosh, Paul, you know how hard it was to buy $200 worth of presents that are small for this girl? It was so hard. It was so hard. We were working those out heavy because we also have to be careful to buy and everything else. So, because we don't want her to be hooked on a device. We're not going to do that. She's too young. And we want it to be interactive. We want her to get something from it, learn something from it. Like even playing with dolls is very interactive. It's cool. It's good. It's good for them, and they learn a lot from that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, we made it work, but it wasn't easy, Paul. So thank you, Paul, for putting us to work. But seriously, amazing that you did that. Wanted to buy Lara some Christmas stuff. It's very nice of you, Paul. So you'll see when we get to Christmas and we put out the video. You'll see, Paul. We got her a lot. Thanks to you. So thank you for the super chat, by the way. That's really awesome. As you can see, she is an attention hog. She loves attention. Absolutely loves attention. My attention. And if me and her mother are there, her mother, she will not ask her mother. She will say, look at me, Mommy, look at me. And now that I'm here, I'm the new shiny thing. Yeah, it's only my attention she wants. Mike, hey, used to live in Baguio City, back in the USA. Enjoy your life in the Philippines. Thank you. Sorry if everything's shaking, but it's a bamboo hut, so if she's stomping around, the table shakes. So I'm trying to hold it down. Yeah, dude, your daughter was in the water. Yeah, she was only maybe 3 inches into the water, but don't worry. And I remember I can see behind in the camera as well. Anyway, she's not in the water anymore. Hey Mike, from Todd from Alaska. My girlfriend lives in Sabao. Oh, I'll be there April 1. Watch your videos all the time. Thank you very much. Enjoy watching your video journeys. Michael, keep living the free spirit. Stay grateful. Yes. Always stay grateful. I agree 100%. You know, I've seen some people change, like Filipina, like kind of thing, where they were so humble, and then once I got money, now they started to get uppity, and their expectations are unrealistic, and they're very demanding, and all that good stuff. And now when nothing's from the uka is good enough, and all that kind of stuff, that's ruining a good thing right there. Like, you know what? You gotta stay humble. Stay humble, because you're also going to be an angry person afterwards. You're going to be, you know, everything's going to bother you. Everything's going to be like, oh, I can't believe this. Oh, I can't believe that kind of thing. And if you just stay humble and the only thing I'm not humble for, oh my God, is the kids. Instead of going to school, the kids just have, no, hindi. So, yeah, they send these kids there, and they come over and they will beg, and we have beggars into our place. And it's not that I'm being cold-hearted, because at the end of the day, if something works, it's incentive to keep doing it. And so if you keep giving money to these beggar children, then the parents say, oh, I'll put my kid in school and make more money doing this. The incentive has to be to put your kids through school so that one day they're successful. Maybe they'll help mom and dad out. That's a way better incentive structure than do not put the kids in school and have them go out and beg all day. And yeah, there's nothing positive that comes from it. So, you know, I try to encourage people, please don't give anything to the begging children. It's a professional thing. Like literally every morning they get up, they go out onto the beach, and they go up and down the restaurants or whatever. We don't get that many in Rojas compared to other places, don't get me wrong. But it's also a learning thing. Other kids that are not beggars just know that, oh, foreigner, go up and just put your hand out and take money. And because it worked for that other kid. And it just becomes this big thing where, you know, there's just no shame in it. There's no benefit. It's just not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You know, it's one thing to, like if a kid came up to me and said, listen, I need some money. You know, we don't have any money, whatever. Can I do some work for you? You know, like when I was a kid shoveling snow, people's driveways, knock on their door, can I shovel your driveway for $5? You know, that kind of thing. That I would 100% support. 100%. Work for it. Do something. Do something. I think we all agree on that, though. Yeah, I'm getting all sweaty because I was walking over there, and now I have no breeze. I have to move over there. We got another super chat here. Call again. How do we go back? There we go. Tell Laura Santa is coming soon and we'll give her presents if she's a good girl and sweet to you and your mom. You hear that? You hear that? You know what Paul said? Come here. Paul was talking about Santa, and you know what he said? You're being all shy now. Yes. You know what Santa needs? What does Santa like? What does Santa like? Good girls, right? Yeah. Santa likes really good girls, and if you're a good girl, you get presents from Santa, right? That's right. That's what Paul wants you to know. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, good girls. Good girls get presents from Santa. Now, because I have this in, I don't even know if you guys can hear her constantly talking, but there you go. There you go. That's you. That's you. Tilt it a bit more. I'm here too? No way. No way. Thank you, Paul, for the super chat. That's really cool of you. Say thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. There you go. Bacolod City, yes, I do have videos on Bacolod City. Maybe about 4 or 5 on this channel. I did, if you go to playlists on my channel, I do have a playlist for each province or area, so you'll be able to find it. On the other channel, I think I went there 2 or 3 more times than that, maybe or just 2 or 3 more times. So I think I may have, between the 2 channels, like 7. But yeah, I have more recent ones, definitely, from this year on Bacolod. I love your videos from all over the places. So beautiful. Thank you very much. Nice to see you and the mayor of the city of Rojas the other day on your video. Oh yeah, Jay Sully, hello. Yeah, the mayor's been, well, not only supportive of the business and me moving here and everything else, and of course the vlog, but he actually invited me to move to Rojas City when I met him for the very first time. And I was at the Mango Festival and was in, like I was filming and everything, and I was invited to like the VIP area, so there's like congressmen, governors, and all that stuff. And he was sitting there with, I guess it was other politicians from Iloilo, and he just said, I've seen your videos. You need to come to Rojas City. Wait, you got to see it. You're going to absolutely fall in love. You will love Rojas City. You need to come. And so I took him up on his offer, and now look at that. I'm living here now. So, but yeah, he's been extremely supportive. Did the ribbon cutting for the bar and everything, and he's been fantastic. The governor has been fantastic. All the councilmen and councilors, board members, everybody, they all come to the Beaver and enjoy things, eat there and everything, and it's been wonderful. And yeah, my life has been great from with all their support here. Oh, Almeida, I'm in Montreal, but I will be probably there in a few months, Mike, planning to move to the Philippines for at least 4 months a year. I just don't know how the visa rules have changed since my last visit. They haven't changed much. The only thing that happens to the tourist visas, I'm going to try not to move the table, okay? That's not what's okay. Is they now have it's an easier form, number one. You know, it used to be you have to write the same thing 10 times. It was getting annoying. But it's easier now, but they now add a box. In your own words, describe why you want them to renew your visa. So they want you to say, I plan to go visit here, I plan to go visit there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You actually have to describe it now, and then they'll read it, and if they think they need to ask more, they'll start talking to you. That didn't happen before. It was rare. Once a year, maybe you'd get an interview. And now they're kind of mini interviewing you now. But I haven't heard of anybody having any problems, other than you now have to, in your own words, describe why you want to stay, what you plan to do during this new extension. Now, there's only 2 months now. There used to be 6 months. So now the 6 months are, and so you got to renew every 2 months for a visitor visa now. What's the story with Laura's real dad? Well, he was a foreigner, and I don't know much about him other than he found out she's pregnant and he ditched, ran out of the country, and so he's not on the birth certificate, he's not anything, so he has no rights or anything in the Philippines, no matter what he does. And yeah, he ditched before. So that's what happened. That's all I know, anyway. That's the part I've been told. There might be deeper stuff than that, but I don't know. Hey, Paul. Paul wants to buy Laura an ice cream.
I want ice cream.
You don't have ice cream? But Paul wants to get you an ice cream. No, not right now, maybe. It's still early. Maybe later at the Beaver. Thank you, Paul. We'll get her an ice cream later on. Appreciate that very much. You're dirty? Well, yeah, you were in the ocean, of course. Your feet are all dirty. But the good thing is you didn't go... Yeah. My feet are dirty too because I'm walking on the beach with you. Yeah. But at least you didn't get your pants wet. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. I recently found my property by asking at Sorry stores. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah. Sorry stores. Even if you don't even know what's for sale here or what's for renting or whatever, a big percentage are just not listed. And so you're just asking people, just going down and asking, they'll be like, oh yeah, my uncle, yeah, he decided like 3 months ago that he's just going to stay in Canada for like 5 to 10 years. And so he told me, like, if somebody wants to rent it, we'll rent it out. That's actually a very common thing here. And so you wouldn't have known if you didn't start talking to people and finding out. So that's a really big thing. All right. Hello from Atlanta, Georgia. Ocean's rising. Well, no, it doesn't really rise. It comes in, but it's still only... We talk about this all the time. You can walk a kilometer out into our beach here. Whoa. Sneeze all over me, eh? Sneezy. Bless you. And you can walk a kilometer out there, and it would be here. About a kilometer out. It would be a bit this high. So it takes a long time to get ready. Sorry, what? Yeah, I know. Stunning view. Thank you very much. Which restaurant serves the best seafood there? Well, oh, Mommy's looking for you. Oh, she got food ready for you. Oh, look at that. She made her lunch. Yeah, so Bitoy's is the most popular restaurant on the beach here. Has seafood, but they also have more than that. We had a brand new seafood restaurant open 2 doors down from the Beaver, Palms Seafood. It seems to be very busy. Every time I go by, there's quite a few tables in there, so they're doing quite well. But I haven't yet talked to anybody who ate the food yet. So before I say anything, the Coco Veranda is the most expensive one on the beach, but it's for a reason. They really go to the next level with their seafood. So yeah, that's considered one of the top places here. So Bitoy's, Coco Veranda, and possibly this one that's quite busy. Until I hear from somebody, though, I don't know. But it should be. It's called Palms Seafood Restaurant. It's right across also from San Antonio. San Antonio is quite long. I'm across from them, but they're morning from Manila. Good morning. Sorry. Viking in the Philippines. Hey. We have a couple of people that are Vikings, I swear, that have been visiting us recently. Akko, living the life. It's a millionaire life from downtown LA. It's like a millionaire life here, that's for sure, for far less. Good morning from the UK. Hello, Paul. Philippines. Richard, hello from Canada. London, Ontario, to be exact. There you go. Marles, hello from America. Michael, took a photo with my wife and son yesterday. I wish I could be there to meet you, but I have to stay and work. I will be back with them May of next year. Look forward to meeting you. Yes, I remember them very, very well. Fantastic. Well, I hope you visit very soon. And I'm glad they came by, that's for sure. Luke Lucas, another member. Thank you very much. Hi, Mike. California here. Hello, Luke. I have a Philippines channel also. Marlets. Hi, Dan. Here in Iloilo now, originally from Sudbury. Hey, Sudbury, Ontario. I was a waiter and a cook and a prep cook and everything, and a bartender in Sudbury, Ontario. Fun fact. I just subscribed to you. Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you, Luke. How is Philippines life? No more chasing dreams in Canada. 45 years of living in Canada, and I had a crazy life in Canada, right? Like, I was born in Toronto, but then when I was 3 years old, moved to northern Saskatchewan, like where the roads end, and lived with no electricity, no running water, total log cabin with mud in between, and lived almost like an Amish person, you know, that kind of thing, a Mennonite. And we weren't, but we had the equivalent technology. And then by the time I was 8 or 9, we moved back. My mother had left that man that she was with, her husband, and we lived a very poor life. And then I got in trouble, and then, you know, child services took me away, and all this stuff, and like from my mother and the stepfather at the time. And I raised myself growing up. I had a crazy life. I raced horses, and I was a waiter, and then I worked in I never finished high school, but somehow ended up as a vice president of a company by 24, worked for multinational companies, quit, became a photographer, and traveled all over the world, published books, magazines. I've done so many things. I absolutely hate winter. Been all over the United States and Canada and traveled, you know, South America, been to Australia, that kind of thing. But my whole life was always about saving up for and getting the time off to go on another vacation. Like, I would go 5 times a year to Costa Rica, for example. I just didn't like winter. And I spent my life just revolving around taking a vacation, sort of thing. Not for any reason. I actually don't sit still very well. I move and I go and I'm motivated and everything else. So it wasn't about to be lazy. It was, I absolutely hated the cold weather. I love the tropical weather. I love the ocean. I love all that stuff. It just feels like life is worth that much more. And so, yeah, I'm actually where I wanted to be my whole life. And so I don't need to go back to Canada. There's none of this. None of this. Yeah, Great Lakes are beautiful. I camped all the time. I loved all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. The water's ice cold. It's beautiful here. But I've done it. Now I want to travel here in Asia. Even more travel in Europe. I was living in Europe before I came here. And I have the whole world to explore, and why not? I'm going to make it work. And I can make anything work. I believe in myself, you know, and I know that if you work hard at anything, you can be successful. It takes a combination of things, but number one thing, if you're not willing to work hard, then nothing's going to be successful, no matter if you have the other things. So, yeah, I feel very confident in my dreams and goals and heading out there and getting things done. It's a good time to be in the Philippines, that's for sure. Congratulations to you and your girlfriend that she's pregnant. She's not the pregnant one. It was one of my staff members in the video. Like, that's why I didn't put Catherine even on the cover of the video, the thumbnail, because I wasn't trying to trick anybody, right? Like, I made sure only the staff were in the thumbnail, so that, you know, there's no like, oh, I've seen the other YouTubers doing that, and they'll show their girlfriend like this, and they're like, we have big news, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm like, Yeah, and they did it like 10 times, and people still keep falling for it. Not doing that. I didn't do that. So yeah, it was one of our customers, and I know somebody said like, "Who cares?" or something, and I'm like, "You don't understand. Since I've opened the Beaver, probably I don't know how many hundred, maybe 600 of you subscribers have now visited the Canadian Beaver in Roxas City for the very first time, and have met my staff, and now know exactly who she is, and will be quite surprised to find out that she was that she's now pregnant. And she's having a baby, and want to congratulate her. And many more will continue to visit the Beaver, and now you know to congratulate her. So it was not me getting anybody pregnant. I'm snipped, by the way. No babies. It's not Catherine. It is Honey Lynn. So if you come to the bar, you say congratulations, Honey Lynn, for her baby. By the way, yesterday they had the ultrasound, and it is a boy. So congratulations, Honey Lynn. It is you're having a baby boy. Hey, look at this, Jose. Welcome back, Jose, number one. And number two, once again, thank you for gifting 5 people, randomly I believe it's chosen, or based on how many comments, I'm not sure how it works, just randomly gave 5 memberships for that with a big like, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Jose. That's awesome of you to do that again. I feel like every time I do a live, you're always gifting people a membership, and that is amazing. And, you know, memberships, you just click the join button to become a member, by the way. It's beside the subscribe. If it's not there, it's because you're on an Apple product, and Apple wants their 30%. It's not possible with YouTube taking a big chunk, and then the creator gets something. So you have to go into like a Chrome browser or something, log into YouTube there, go to my channel. It will show join. Once you join, then you can go back to your app and it'll see you there. But yeah, that's just a little thing where Apple takes 30% of everything you do on a phone, regardless if they have anything to do with it. So anyway, thank you, Jose. That's really awesome of you. And memberships help big time on a creator, because you can get, you know, somebody can watch 10,000 times, you know, a video, and it might make maybe worth $3 or something like that, for example. And so if somebody buys a membership for $3.99 a month, that creator is going to get half of that or whatever. And so that is equal to you watching me 5,000 videos or something like that. Like that's really helping the creators. It's really cool. And very, very appreciative. Thank you. You will always be known for no going to. Yeah, I know there's all this controversy, and I just let people have their opinion. You're allowed your opinion, it's fine. But we got read like what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I don't even know how many weeks it's been now, and because she wanted it to get another dog. I am busy. I'm always out of the house. Right now I'm doing this, but I'm always out doing stuff and very busy. And she has the one little dog, and she wanted another. And I was like, oh, get a bigger dog, that way you'll have some security or whatever. And she chose Red. And then everybody's like, how dare you let, when things aren't working out and she's not connecting and she's not giving him any attention. Like, Red's not going to be very happy when the other dog's taken in the house and put into bed and snuggling, and he's got to sit outside and look in the window. It's just not cool. He's a very happy dog. He's a very loving dog. He's, everything. And I felt bad for him. I really did feel bad for him. But only when I'm home I can pet him and hold, come sit beside me and that kind of thing. But even Laura would, he's a big dog, and she can't handle him the same way as the other one. And so even she wasn't. And so I felt bad for him too. So when she said like, no, this big dog thing's not working out. He's chewing everything. He's everything, and she doesn't even give him any love and attention, that kind of thing. I was like, all right, it's just not the right fit. But I know, I can see the hate. Wow, the whole world decided that we gave away our firstborn child and all this stuff. But Red's in a fantastic place now. Huge yard, 24 hours a day. There's somebody home all the time. They absolutely love dogs. They're big dogs, bigger than Archie dogs. Now they'll have Red. And I know he's going to be taken care of. So I know that it was for the best in the end. Yeah, I'm sad. I loved Red and everything. Yeah, but I do know it's for a positive thing. So, some people are many people. I get it. But you can't allow the mob to rule your life either, right? So I need a happier girlfriend at home. I don't want a miserable girlfriend at home. I would like a happy home. So that is my priority. And you have to have priorities in life: relationship, home, your family. Um, We've got to make this all work in a good balance. And I know Red has a fantastic home. Yeah, you guys did have an impact because she was going to trade the dog for another dog, another small dog, another Shih Tzu. And because of your comments, that she's like, okay, I'm gonna have to find somebody who's absolutely perfect for Red, everything. And it worked. You guys, your comments did work, but yeah, it was a very stressful time. She was very, very, very not handling it very well. I've been doing this for years, 3 years now, so I got a thicker skin. I don't want things drive me crazy too much when it comes to comments and stuff like that. She did. She did. By the way, look at that. Not beautiful. Not beautiful. Absolutely. I'm going to move this up a bit. I'm sorry about that. Camera flopping around for a second. Not just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, who wouldn't pay a few $100s a month to live like this? Living right here. I know people say, yeah, but your house is kind of small or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but what do I need a bunch of empty rooms for? Rooms that put some furniture in, but they're not doing anything for me. Like, there's nothing to be gained by that. We have exactly, right now, other than I would like an office, but right now I have an outdoor office, so it's not so bad. But really, I don't think I need to change, I don't need much more than what we have. It's working out really well. Hello from California. Hello from Norway. Voice reminds me of the little girl from Monsters Inc. Hey! That's cute. Nice weather there. It's in the 30 to 40s here in Southern California. Love your videos. Thank you very much. Make your own receipts. No, actually, going back to the OR receipts, it's a physical impossibility. So you buy your receipt books from you get a printer. Well, actually, you go to the government, right, the BIR. You get an authorization to print, right? And they say, okay, you're authorized to print 5 books of 60 pages, or whatever it is. I'm just picking random numbers. They give you an authorization, and you give it to your printer, and that printer can use this authorization to produce you receipt books. These are special receipt books, right? Then you bring them back to the BIR, and the BIR has to stamp the books. They're going to look them over, make sure they're exactly what they said, and then they stamp them. Those are the only receipts you can give out. So you can't just go and make receipts. You can't create a receipt. You can only use this book. You can't use a printed thing from a computer. Nothing. That's what an OR is. So it's a very archaic, old way of doing business, that kind of thing. Like I said, you can have your bill for your electric bill. You can pay it online, or Gcash. You can't pay it online, but whatever. You can pay Gcash, which is like PayPal, sort of thing. And now, but you can't now use it as a write-off because there's no original receipt. You're not allowed to use the invoice and show the payment. That's not legal here. The only way is to go in person, line up forever, and then say, I would like an original receipt. And they will produce one of those handwritten things that have been stamped by the BIR, sort of thing. And that is the only thing that's legal here. So you can't make your own receipts, can't do anything like that. Only original receipts are allowed. It's absolutely crazy. Looks warm there. It's a cool 41 degrees. Minus 41 degrees. Oh, in Winnipeg. Oh, that's absolutely terrifying. Minus 41. Ooh, no. No more Canada for me. No more of that cold. Thank you very much. Absolutely beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful, and I prefer it that way. And I know there's going to be some haters in the comments here or whatever, but let everybody have their opinion. It's fine. Hello, new to your page. I'm so jealous. Hubby hasn't been back home and have been married for 36 years. Wait a minute, he disappeared for 36 years, or? So hubby hasn't been back. Oh, he hasn't been back to the Philippines. I thought you meant he took off 36 years ago, and yeah, that would be a problem. But But yeah, let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of him. He doesn't need to be here. He can go find somewhere else to be, you know? Yeah. Right now there is a state of emergency. I was hearing going on right now about all the drones that are flying all over. Yeah, I always ask, what is the government distracting everybody from? These drones. You know, like put it this way: I can't fly a drone anywhere without the government knowing about it. So, how? Like in the Philippines, like you know, I have to get a permit to fly here, otherwise my drone won't even lift off the ground anyway. But they know about everything. So, you know, YouTube is not free. Okay, just be clear. You can't say whatever you want. You can't have opinions on whatever you want. That kind of thing, right? Like they're a private company and do whatever they want, sort of thing, and they choose to not let you speak about many things. So, you know, I see these things that go by. It's like the balloons. You guys remember the balloons? What are they distracting you from? Well, there's wars going on all over the place. They're causing wars all over the place. They're literally pushing and nudging people to go to war. Who knows? Money going out the windows of every government. It's all distraction. That's how I see it. Let's see. Dad Roberts. Mike, I'll be back in Iloilo in February or March. Hope we can meet sometime. I've talked to you before. His phone number, yeah, my phone number's never changed since I arrived in the Philippines. So good to go. Yeah, it's not far. It's not far to come here to Iloilo, by the way. I have trips coming up quite a bit. Like I said, on Monday I leave for 10 days. I'll be in Manila-ish, all over. Angeles City, for San Fernando, all over the place. And then I will be, when we come back, early January, planning to do it in Bohol. So not the beginning of January, but like maybe 5 days in, 6 days in, we'll go. So yeah, we'll be in Bohol. Then there'll be other things. So many comments here, and it keeps jumping on me. So, hey, managed to get you live. Hello, Lux. Thank you very much. Wind noisy, very strong. Need a cat on the mic. It's just this. I'm just using this. I don't think that's wind, because there's no wind right now. So if you're hearing wind now, you're just hearing the waves crashing. That's all it is. So I'm not using my phone. Yeah, I know these drones are not, but these drones are the size of an SUV. So my point was, my little tiny mini drone, they know it's up there. Something the size of an SUV, they don't know it's up there. They don't see where it came from, where it went, where it's going. They know all of that stuff. So it's way, way, way too big. And I'm really glad to hear that you didn't get vaccinated for COVID-19. See, we can't talk about all that stuff still. To this day, you still can't talk much about it. To come to the Philippines when I came, you had to be. But I had no interest whatsoever in getting an mRNA vaccine. So that's what I'll tell you. Catherine has never. Most Filipinos, like, holy smokes, never. Anyway, I can't say much more. Okay, so my lunch is ready. I'll go in there with you for a minute, but then I'm gonna head off because I got things to do today. Thankfully, I have somebody now that does the shopping every morning for the Beaver, and he's very reliable. So things have been going very well with that. I haven't had to waste my day every day doing that, and I really appreciate that. But we got a lot going on. We had live music, by the way, Friday and Saturday now at the Beaver. So if you are in the area, come down, watch a live band, and it's always classic rock. That's kind of like what we do. So if you like 80s, 90s, early 2000s rock, even 70s rock, that kind of thing. It's mostly what you're always going to hear at the Beaver. Sometimes the customer asks for something different, and fine, we'll put it on for them. But that is our theme, and I think for the most part, my customers appreciate that. But let's go in, see what they made for lunch. Maybe I don't have a lunch. Who knows? I didn't ask. Laura asked for food. But let's take a look. I don't really need this. We have beautiful sky right now, so I could take all this down, but never know what can happen in a few hours. Well, hello, beautiful. What's this lunch business, huh? Did you eat already?
No.
No. Oh, you're not tall enough. You can't reach, eh? Let me see. You gotta watch a little bit of SpongeBob, huh? There's our beanbag couch. Still doing wonderful things. We, Lara got these from another friend recently for Christmas, but she wanted her to open it right away. It's like this pillow she can put her arm through and underneath. And it's a mermaid tail. And then you've got, what's this?
Unicorn.
Unicorn!
Unicorn.
Rainbow unicorn, that's right. Anyway, I smell food. What's up with that? It's not done? Is that what you said?
No, that's for Laura.
Oh, it's for Lara. Okay, okay. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, show my. Ah, look at all the presents there. Holy smokes. There's all that, huh? Well, we really got to start thinking of something to do with cooking this thing, because we only used it like one time. Oh, we still got it. The girl didn't clean this today. Anyway, we got this big oven. We can literally cook a turkey in it, and yet we don't do anything with it so far. That'd be nice. Make something at home. I love turkey though. My gosh. Steven said when I go back to Iloilo, we can have turkey. Bea will make it for us. That'd be really nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you very much for the super chats. Thanks for becoming members and subscribers and all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll have another video tomorrow. I have one today already, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it is. It's a pretty cool place that Jerry has. He has half a hectare. So it's huge. And he built a 1.2 million peso swimming pool, and it cost more than it cost to build this house. And but yeah, his yard is beautiful. I love that he has the river run. He owns both sides of the river, and he has a dam, like the government dam is actually on his property. They have to come and inspect it every 6 months. But it's a beautiful dam where the water flows over, and it just gives that rushing sound, much like I have the ocean doing. And it is stunning. So anyway, if you haven't seen today's video, go and check it out, because it's absolutely beautiful. But tomorrow we'll have another video of a gorgeous house, like 4-story, massive house, right here at Beachside. And it is now for sale because the woman who's up there in age, she can't walk upstairs anymore, and it's 4 stories. So she had a bungalow built and now living in there, and her house is empty, and she's been trying to sell it. And but it's hard to get the word out. And so I said, okay. It was actually another vlogger who said, hey Michael, would you come and show this? And I was like, of course, I'd love to see this house. I saw the picture of it. I was like, what the heck? This house is absolutely stunning. One of the most stunning houses I've seen. Yes, it's by the ocean, and I think it's 8 years or 13 years old, something like that. It's in the video. And so, you know, there's some place you might power wash, little touch-ups, but for the most part, absolutely beautiful. So anyway, that'll be out tomorrow, but that'll be it for today. So thank you very much, guys. Sorry I didn't get to all of your chats in here, but I do want to thank you all for stopping in, joining in on the conversation, and we'll see you guys very soon. All right. Thank you from Roxas City Capiz.